This whole time.
Wow.
Huh. So should I keep going? Or...
Yeah, you can keep going.
Yeah. That had the same effect that it did in the movie. Hey guys, Dennis Machina here. Thanks for hanging out. Today we'll be reacting to another pitch meeting. This is Prometheus, and I just got done watching this movie, and boy, oh boy, do I have some things to say about it. Hopefully Ryan will get into all those things. I'm going to try not to talk over him and try to pause as much as I can, or really just try not to pause at all, sort of let him get through his thing, but... I'll be honest, I do feel very strongly about a few things, so if he says anything about them, I will probably pause to say something. So just a bit of warning there, and then afterwards I will give my overall opinion, and then touch on some things that Ryan may or may not have missed. But before we get into it, if you haven't already, please go over and support Screen Rant and Ryan George's channel. I'll leave both of those links along the link to the original video in the description. And if you enjoy wasting your day, it means a word to me if you get that like button, some love, and subscribe for more daily reactions. Without any further ado, let go.
So, you have an alien movie for me?
Yes, sir, I kind of do.
Very
Kind of do,
exciting.
yes.
We're talking prequel, sequel, spin-off? Oh, it's something. I'm almost sure of it. I love it. So what happens in this thing?
Well, we're gonna meet these two scientists, Elizabeth and Charlie, and they find these drawings that seem like aliens are inviting us to this certain moon, right?
Okay.
So then a couple years later, this whole space crew is in a multi-year cryo sleep. And there's this creepy android David walking around being all creepy.
Oh, a very creepy android.
And so then everybody gets woken up so the boss lady Meredith can tell them what the mission's gonna be.
Wouldn't they get briefed before being frozen for multiple years? Oh, you'd think so, but no. Why? Because that works.
And this whole thing's like this trillion-dollar mission that's been funded by this super old guy Wayland, who's definitely dead.
Sounds like he's dead. Yeah, he's for sure not alive anymore.
Yeah, totally
So then the whole
not.
crew go into this space cave because they want to find these aliens that they think created life on Earth called engineers.
Right.
And they have like these state-of-the-art mapping and tracking robots, and they also detect that there's oxygen, so they all take their helmets off.
Well, why would they do that? What if there were like alien viruses in the air or something?
Oh, well, because they're the worst scientists you can imagine.
Oh, they are. Okay, gotcha.
And then they see these holograms of these engineers running away from something.
What are they running away from? Unclear. So it's gonna be like a big reveal later?
No.
Oh, okay.
And then they find the body of an engineer that's been dead for like thousands of years. So these scientists, Fifield and Milburn, get all scared and they leave.
But it's dead.
Yeah, and then all the other scientists go into this room and there's a bunch of weird alien things and some black goo.
And what's the black goo?
Unclear.
So it's gonna be like a big reveal later?
No.
All right.
And then all of a sudden they gotta get out of there fast because there's this massive storm that shows up that not even the captain saw coming.
Oh no.
But he says it's gonna be gone by morning, so it's all good.
If he didn't even see it coming, how does he know that it's gonna be gone? I don't know.
Unclear.
Most of the crew make it back to the ship, but Fifield and Milburn, they get lost in the caves.
Didn't they leave first, and don't they have state-of-the-art mapping and tracking technology?
Yes!
They do, yeah. They didn't use that, I guess, so they get lost.
Well, at least the captain can monitor them and make sure they're okay.
Yeah,
Nope.
but he's not gonna.
Oh, he's
Nope.
not.
Yeah, he's pretty dismissive of them, and then he hooks up with Meredith, so he doesn't watch them at all.
Very irresponsible.
So then this terrifying genital space cobra is gonna pop out and start hissing at them.
Oh my god, so they run away?
Nope.
Milburn is like, oh wow, this thing's so beautiful. I'm gonna
Stupid!
touch it.
What?
Yeah, so then it attacks them.
These are the guys
Of
that
course.
left because they got scared?
Yeah, they think aliens are cute now, so they die.
Sure, I bet they do.
And meanwhile on the ship, Charlie is all sad and depressed now.
Oh, how come?
Well, because he was looking for a massive scientific breakthrough, and all he got was a massive scientific breakthrough.
What?
And so then David spikes his drink with some space goo and basically puts a parasite in him.
Wait, so David's an evil android?
He might be, but also he's just kind of doing stuff.
Very weird.
So then
Yeah.
Charlie sleeps with his wife, but the next day he starts to turn into something spooky, so Meredith burns him alive.
Oh my god.
Yeah, and then stuff starts getting real crazy. Fifield is a zombie now, so that sucks. And also Elizabeth seems to be 3 months pregnant with an alien baby.
Wow. Oh.
Yeah, so
Yeah.
she gets inside this surgery machine, but this thing was only built for a man.
Oh, so it doesn't work?
No, it works. She gets the thing out.
So why even mention... I don't know. Okay.
So then
No.
she's going to discover that that Wayland guy is actually alive. So that's going to be this huge twist.
Oh, why is that a twist? Why'd he do that?
Oh, well, now that you mention it, I don't know.
Okay.
No.
But then we're going to
All
have
right,
this big
cool.
reveal where you find out that Meredith is his daughter.
Okay, is that going to affect anything?
No.
It's not.
Not really.
Not really, but I figured
No.
there should be some twists, so.
Oh,
No.
twists that don't really change anything are tight.
Apparently.
Isn't that right.
Yeah, no.
Third cousin.
Oh,
Oh.
I didn't realize we were third cousins.
Yeah.
Oh my.
This whole time.
Wow.
Huh. So should I keep going? Or?
Yeah, you can keep
Yeah.
going.
And that had the same effect that it did in the movie.
All right, so anyway, this Wayland guy is about to die, so he wants to kind of meet his maker and find the secret to eternal life.
Okay.
And then he immediately doesn't.
Oh.
Yeah, they all go see this engineer that David found that's still alive, and it just instantly rips David's head off and kills Wayland.
Wow.
Yeah, and turns out this whole place is just like a weapons storage facility. Well, then why'd they leave a bunch of maps to it for the humans? Oh, unclear. Huh. So now this engineer wants to get on a ship and go destroy life on Earth.
Didn't they create life on Earth?
Yeah, but sometimes to create, one must first destroy.
But they did that.
Yeah, so then the captain and his crew, they sacrificed themselves by crashing their ship into the engineer's ship.
Oh, did they all have to die?
No,
No.
because the movie's almost over, it's kind of like, may as well.
Oh, okay.
So then the freaking alien ship crashes and it starts to roll, and Meredith and Elizabeth have to run.
And they run off to the side.
No, they try to outrun the ship in the same direction it's rolling in.
What?
Yeah, so Meredith gets crushed to death, but Elizabeth falls and rolls to the side at the last second.
Oh,
You gotta love that plot armor.
very bad at running away from things.
And so now David's head starts talking to Elizabeth, and he's like, bad news, that engineer guy's coming to kill you.
How does he know that?
Unclear, so now Elizabeth has to survive.
Man, it's gonna be tough for her to survive an encounter with an engineer.
Actually, it's gonna be
Super easy. Barely an inconvenience.
Oh, really? Yeah, see, somehow that alien baby that was inside her has grown to be massive, and so he just kills the engineer, no problem.
Oh, her demon baby saved the day.
It did. So now David is like, okay, come pick me up. There are dozens of engineer ships, so we can just take one of those and travel.
There were a bunch of ships available. Why'd the engineer try to kill her instead of just getting on a ship and continuing his mission?
Well, she's the main character of the movie.
Yeah.
Right, okay.
So then her and David's head go space exploring.
Oh, well, that's fun. What's Elizabeth gonna eat?
Oh, that's an off-screen problem, so we don't have to worry about that. And then an alien bursts out of the engineer's chest.
Oh, like an alien. It's all connected.
Sure, and so that's about it.
Yeah,
What do you
sure.
think?
Well, I think it's gonna be a lot of fun. We could get some great veteran actor to play that Wayland guy.
Well, actually, I was thinking we could get a younger actor and just slap a bunch of old man makeup on him.
Yeah, I feel like that might look silly.
It might be, but we
Yeah,
have
it
to
does.
take that chance.
Oh, are we doing flashbacks to him younger or something?
Not even, no.
So why not just get an actual old actor?
Well,
Yeah.
that is a good question.
Uh-huh.
I don't have an answer, but I'd like to do the makeup thing anyway.
Oh, okay.
Oh my god. Alright, so let's see. Prometheus cast Guy Pearce as a 104-year-old man. Prometheus makes for an interesting prequel to the Aliens films, but in addition to its philosophical questions, there's also a crazy casting stunt. Yeah, that is not a good look. And yeah, so he kind of touched on it a little bit here, the part where the guys who were scared, who ran off in the very beginning when they got there, who for whatever reason never were able to make it back to the ship, who for whatever reason came back to see, check these things out that they were afraid of. Like they saw the body, because the body and the head were both separated by this door, and then they're like, no, screw this, I'm out, we're gonna leave now. They don't go to the ship, they just don't care, I guess. That they're sort of wandering around, even though they have this technology to get back to where they're going, but they come back, and then this fucking snake thing just completely obliterates the both of them. So, these are all, I want to preface this, these are all supposed to be really smart people, but my point here is, everything that happens in this movie is all their fault. They died because it was their fault. A lot of the people died because they opened the ship to check out the guy who's now apparently a zombie, because that's what happens to these things when they get infected, even though at the very beginning when that... I guess the original creature who started it all on that planet or whatever, because he ate that thing and then he just died, and there was no real explanation, no real connection there as to what that might have been. It seemed like there was connection because they showed some like little goo stuff, but they never really talked about it. They never really said anything about it. You were just like, oh, there's goo. And then after that, and she went to go cut the thing out of her. She went into that surgery thing, even though it wasn't really designed for her, and she was supposed to be like put into the sleep thing or whatever, but she just had to get it out of her body just immediately. So she attacked all these people, and then she had to cut it out herself, and somehow she was still fine. Even though her stomach was just like ripped open and she's still running around like she's perfectly okay. It's just one decision after another. the captain of the ship, that girl who got ended up getting crushed by that thing. She tried to get away in an escape pod that just so happened to not really go anywhere anyway. And then you just had the main driver of the ship, and then the two guys along with him that could have easily just tried to escape themselves, but they're like, nah, it's cool. All three of us are just going to crash into this thing, and we're just going to kill ourselves, even though we could all live. I was just so confused, and like throughout this movie, I was saying the same things that he was saying. I was asking all these questions, not getting any sort of answers, and it just boggles my mind because I've looked on several different sites after watching this movie, and somehow it got so much praise. And I'm not hating this movie for the sake of hating it, because I wanted to like it. I'm a big fan of sci-fi movies in general, namely the original Alien movies. So I wanted to like this, but every decision, everything that happened to them was their fault. These are all supposed to be like very intelligent people, but they did such stupid things. And then this girl, who I didn't like her at all, you're supposed to like her, right? But when she got back onto the ship, she didn't care. She legit said she did not care that some of the engineers that went with them on the original walk around of going under and then being able to breathe that air in that part where they ran off, she legit said she did not care about them. Didn't care at all. So how am I supposed to like her? How am I supposed to root for her? In all honesty, there were parts where I was just hoping okay, can she die now? Can this movie be over? But no, and then we had to have that big reveal at the end with the alien coming out of the I guess their creators, and their creators ended up being the creators of the alien thing. I got what they were trying to do, and I appreciated the Prometheus reference because it's a reference to Greek mythology. But it was just poorly executed. I was left so confused. And I was just so annoyed about why all these characters were making all of these incredibly dumb decisions. But that will do it for me here. And before I go, though, I want to give a huge shout out to all of my $5 and up supporters on Patreon. Marvin Espinoza, Cruising, and Wolverine310. Thank you guys so much. And with that being said, comment down below. Let me know, what did you think about Prometheus? Please leave a like if you enjoyed. Also, if you want to see past reacts that I've done to other pitch meetings, got a nice playlist right up there full of videos for you. Share this video, subscribe if you haven't subscribed already, your notification bell because I put up new videos every single day, and I'll see you guys next time.